Definitely not the tire for Fifth Element. Completely, utterly shocked.
Alright guys, I think the video there pretty much says it all. Hopefully you can hear me pretty good. Best I can say is, well, let me just emphasize how much of a failure this tire was for Fifth Element. I'm usually out for anywhere between 3 to 6 hours, and I was gone within the hour. I was just not too happy with how these tires performed. They actually performed better on the Dirty Virginian, which is my UGRC Dirty South chassis. They performed exceptionally well for my Gatekeeper. If you watch the Gatekeeper video where I'm testing these tires on it, I made a decision that the tire is going to be on that rig permanently. The tires really do good. It's just I don't know. The Dirty Virginian is much lighter than both of my rigs I've got right now, and the tires did better on it than Fifth Element. Fifth Element is pretty much on the same weight, from what I can tell, as the Gatekeeper. Not exactly sure why, but yeah. Of course, being that this has the Outrunner motor, I muted all the audio, so that way you're not hearing me hammer down almost constantly. I mean, guys, when I say these tires were a disappointment off camera, I was in between the shots here. There was spots that Fifth Element normally climbs no problem with the Proline crawler TAs, and it just wasn't happening. I mean, I'm not saying that the RC4 drive Baja Pro is a bad tire. It really is a tire. This is one of them tires that you have to find that happy medium. When I had it on these tires on the Gatekeeper, they actually performed the best on there. They performed pretty well with the Dirty Virginian, but not as good as on the Gatekeeper. And you're going to see here that this little mud spot. Now, the Gatekeeper, one of the problems if you watch the previous video before this, it's a long rig, so once it got to the top, it just kind of sent it a little too high, and well, weight and gravity kind of took over. But Gatekeeper, it wasn't struggling this bad. As a matter of fact, I think, well, I can say for sure, if you watch the Dirty Virginian, it makes it up this muddy hill pretty good. It actually conquers it a lot better. Losing track of thought here, but I did, if you notice in all three videos, I'm pretty much hitting the same lines, the same spot. That way there is no bias on this test. I just wanted to see how these performed on different rigs in the same spots. This isn't like soupy mud, but it's still mud. It's tacky mud. It's slippery as well, and you're on a pretty good incline. Of course, cameras don't always do any kind of inclines or steep angles, I should say, any justice. No matter how hard you try as a creator, I guess you could say. I guess I'm still figuring some of this lingo out here, but yeah, it's not happening. And I tried to eliminate, like, there was some footage that I was like, I can't put this in the video, so we're just gonna wait. And yeah, and this spot right here. All right, this spot on my other rigs did it with little to no ease. Granted, I do have to attribute the tires being a little bit muddy here, but at the same time I can't. But the Proline crawler TAs on this rig crawls this with mud on it. Now, what I'm going to be doing is these tires are going to be on the gatekeeper permanently. Then I'm going to test the trenchers on the Dirty Virginian, see how those do. Now, I've got to do some work to the Dirty Virginia. I got to get some new portal gears because I let a little kiddo mess with it, and well, he pulled the trigger at the wrong time and busted one of them. I'm not going to be mad. He had a big old smile. Didn't want to give it back. So on top of that, the bearings, I need to put all new bearings in those axles too. They are completely worn. They're the stock bearings from when I got the TRX4. Now, this spot right here, I didn't think anything was holding it back, and it wasn't until later I found that a root did wrap around my axle. One thing I will say about these tires, if you got a spot where there is a lot of like roots, grass, shrubbery, whatever, be careful. These tires will grab them, whatever you got out there, and it will it will just wrap it around everything. So just be careful of that, and if you do get anything wrapped up, of course, go ahead, stop what you're doing, clear all of that stuff out. And once I got that root cleared, it made this spot with little to no problem. But here you're seeing where, yeah, this spot, Fifth Element normally don't struggle like that. And yeah, with this tire, guys, it probably, you just got to find that rig. This is going to be a tire for all your rigs. You're going to have to find that rig that really likes these tires. Unfortunately, Fifth Element didn't like it. The Dirty Virginian, it liked it for the most part. Did have to floor it quite a bit, but for the most part, it did like this tire. But the one rig that really liked it was my Gatekeeper. And Fifth Element and the Gatekeeper, they're using the same axles, the Enduro axles, but Fifth Element has a lot of brass, and they feel about the same weight. So I'm not sure. I don't have a scale, so I can't say for sure, but I'm not sure why Fifth Element did not like this tire where the Gatekeeper did. Maybe it's got something to do with the length of the Gatekeeper. I don't know. But if you get these tires, definitely test them. Hope this video helped you. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.